So in last class we have seen that Fourier series expansion for a square wave as well as a sawtooth wave. Now the next problem is we have to see the Fourier series expansion of a triangular wave. So the definition of triangular wave is the function which creates a triangular wave is fx is equal to minus x in the range from minus pi to 0 and fx is equal to x in the range from 0 to pi. So if I want to plot this function, I can see that from minus pi to 0 in this area, from minus pi to 0, the value of function is minus x. So for minus pi, it will be plus pi, and for 0, it will be 0. So if I plot this function in this range minus pi to 0, it will something look like this. And from 0 to pi, it is a linear function x. So it will look like this. So this function fx can be graphically shown as like this orange line in the range from minus pi to plus pi. Okay. And this function has periodic. This function is periodic function with period 2 pi. So from minus 3 pi to minus pi, from minus 3 pi to minus pi, it will behave exactly same as it is behaving from minus pi to pi. So I can draw this function again in the neighborhood ranges like this. And from pi to 3 pi, again it will behave in a similar fashion. So this function is actually creating a triangular wave. You should understand this thing, that this triangular wave is different than sawtooth wave. If you compare this triangular wave, while in sawtooth wave, the function was something like this. It was going in a vertical fashion, then it is coming, and then again it was going in a vertical fashion, and then it was going something like this. So the sawtooth wave is different than this triangular wave, and both these type of outputs, both these type of wave functions have different applications in physics. So if we want to create a triangular wave, if we want to see Fourier series expansion of a triangular wave, then we must have to calculate the coefficients for this function, the Fourier series coefficient a0, an, and bn for this function. So let's try the first coefficient a0. The first coefficient a0. In this case, a0 will be given by 1 over pi from minus pi to pi fx dx. And this you can expand the limits. You can.
Sir, are you sharing your screen?
Yes, I am sharing my screen, and my screen is visible on my laptop also.
Sir, can you again share it? My laptop is not coming.
Rahul, I am sharing my screen. Okay, I will just stop the sharing and again share.
Okay, sir, now it is.
Now is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if I expand the if I change the integral into two components, this will be 1 over pi from minus pi to 0 minus x dx plus 1 over pi from 0 to pi x dx. Right? Now see, there are two methods of solving this integral. First, I can simply solve this. I can take this from first integral. I can take negative outside. I can integrate x square by 2 and I can insert the limits. But I will be using a different method. What I will do is I will change in this first integral. I will change x2 minus dx, x2 minus x, and dx will be equal to, then in that case dx will also be equal to minus dx. Okay, so if I do this type of correction in this first integral, this will become, I will tell you what is the what will be the benefit of doing this. It will be 1 over pi. Okay, and of course the limit will change from, limits will also change from when x is equal to, okay, limits will change from pi to 0. Limits will also change from minus pi will change into pi and 0 will remain 0. So this first integral will become from pi to 0. Now minus into minus x, it will be plus x and minus dx plus 1 over pi 0 to pi x dx. Okay, the limits have been changed from 0 to minus pi to 0 to pi, and this function minus x is being replaced with plus x, dx is replaced with minus dx, and this a naught, if I use this minus dx, the negative sign of this dx, to change the limits, upper limit will be converted to, will be changed to lower limit and lower limit will be changed to upper limit. So I can further simplify this. I can write instead of this 1 over pi from 0 to pi x dx plus 1 over pi from 0 to pi x dx. And you can see both of these terms are essentially same, and we can take twice of any of the term. Okay, now why this is happening in this case, as you can see, this function, this function, this triangular wave function is actually a even function, is actually a even function. You cannot directly interpret this nature of this function by looking into the arithmetic terms, but yes, from graph you can see for negative values of x, from this minus pi to 0 and from 0 to pi, function is attaining same value. Okay, function is having same value. If you place a mirror on the y-axis, then this function will look like same, and that is the definition of even function. So I have shown you, if you cannot recognize a even function from the definition of the function, still you can see if you change x to minus x, then this first integral and second integral, integral are coming to be same, and that is the property of even function. So yes, we can simplify this integral. For this first integral, we can similarly for this first integral we can change x to minus x, and we can arrive at the same expression as second integral. Okay, so for solving this value for a naught, now a naught will become this property by this technique, that if I change x to minus x, my first integral will become equal to second integral. This I will be using in this whole class. Okay, so this a naught will now become twice of this function, this integral x dx. And if I solve this, it will be 2 by pi x square by 2 in the limits pi to 0. So the value of a naught will be, if I insert limits, it will be pi square by 2 minus 0. So it will be pi square by 2. So value will be pi only. So my a naught is pi. Just remember this. For a triangular wave, my value of a naught is pi. Similarly, I will also calculate the value of an, and an is equal to 1 over pi from minus pi to 0 minus x cos nx dx plus 1 over pi from 0 to pi x cos nx dx. Okay. The function has value minus x in this range and plus x in the range 0 to pi. Again, I will convert x into minus x in this first integral. dx will become minus dx, and limits will change from 0 will remain 0 and minus pi will remain minus pi y will become pi. So this first integral will become an is equal to 1 over pi to 0 minus into minus x, that will be plus x cos n into minus x. But this minus will be absorbed by the cos and minus dx. Okay. And second integral as it is. Now again you can see, if I use this minus dx, this negative sign of dx, to change the limits upper to lower limit, then it will become an is equal to 1 over pi, now 0 to pi x cos nx dx plus 1 over pi 0 to pi x cos nx dx. So my first integral and second integral becomes same. So again I can take twice of any of the integral. An will become 2 over pi 0 to pi 2 over pi 0 to pi x cos nx dx. Now this term we have solved a multiple number of times. This integral x cos nx in the range 0 to pi, and this gives us, okay, I will do it again now. From 0 to pi it will become x, if I integrate this thing, it will become x sin nx by n in range pi to 0 minus 1 dot integration of the second term, which will be minus cos nx by n in the limits pi to 0. So you can see that this first term will become 0 at pi and 0, because sine is equal to 0 at both pi and 0. And this second term will give us some value 2 over pi this minus will become plus, and this will be cos nx. Okay, I am taking n outside, cos nx in pi to 0. This you can see, it will become n pi. Yes.
N square means
Oh, sorry, n square. It will be n square and it will come outside n square. Okay, cos n pi minus cos 0. So this an will have value 2 over n square pi minus 1 raised to the power n minus 1. So this will be my value for an. I will insert the value of n and I will.
Hello, sir.
Yes, boliye.
Sir, whenever we are applying the identity to change x into minus x and dx into minus dx, the sign of both value of intervals is changed.
Yes. Sign of both intervals
Will be opposite.
नहीं, ऐसा कहाँ हो रहा है? ऐसा तो नहीं हो रहा है. देखिए इसमें मैंने क्या किया मैं दोबारा से देखते हैं. ये इंटीग्रल था फर्स्ट इंटीग्रल. इस फर्स्ट इंटीग्रल में I have replaced x by minus x and dx by minus dx. Okay, so this x will become minus x and that minus and minus will be plus. So this will give you plus x. This cos nx will become cos n minus x and dx will become minus dx. ठीक है. अब cos एब्जॉर्ब कर लेगा 0 को, बट ये माइनस मैंने यूटिलाइज किया है, ये माइनस मैंने यूज किया है लिमिट्स को इंटरचेंज करने के लिए. लिमिट्स भी तो अलग है ना, 0 से पाई है, इसमें 0 टू, इसमें पाई टू 0 है. तो लिमिट्स को इंटरचेंज करने के लिए मैंने इस माइनस को यूटिलाइज कर लिया. शायद आप ये पॉइंट मिस कर रहे हैं. दिस नेगेटिव
Sir,
साइन.
I am asking that how intervals will be operated when we apply this operation. If in place of 0 it is 2 pi, then how we will operate?
If it in place of 0 it is 2 pi.
Or something else, sir, but not
नहीं,
0.
फिर नहीं कर सकते हैं. जनरल नहीं है ये ट्रिक. ये जस्ट उसी के लिए है जब पाई टू 0 कर रहे हो आप, जब एक लिमिट एटलीस्ट 0 है.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
जब एक लिमिट 0 है तभी कर सकते हो. अगर ऐसे a टू b है तो b टू a नहीं कर सकते हो, वो एक अलग चीज है. ओके, इस केस में पर्टिकुलर इन
Yes, sir.
केस
Clear, sir.
ओके. सो इफ आई इंसर्ट for further simplifying this value of an, I can see from this expression for odd n क्या होगा? an का वैल्यू हो जाएगा, it will become -2. It will become -2. -1 raised to the power odd will be equal to -1. -2 into 2 will be -4. -4 by n square phi. And for even n, you can see this -1 raised to the power in even will be +1 +1 -1 will be 0. So an will be 0 for even n. Okay, so we have now value of a naught as well as an. Now we will calculate value for bn. It will be 1 over pi from minus pi to 0 minus x sin nx dx plus 1 over pi 0 to pi x sin nx dx. अच्छा, ऐसा नहीं है कि आपको हमेशा x को माइनस x से रिप्लेस करके दोनों इंटीग्रल्स को सेम करना ही है, कोई कंपल्शन नहीं है. आप बिल्कुल इंडिविजुअली अलग अलग इंटीग्रल्स को सोल्व कर सकते हो, उनको ऐड कर सकते हो, जो उनका लास्ट में जो उनका न्यूमेरिकल वैल्यू आएगा वो भी परफेक्टली फाइन है. बट इससे थोड़ा सा सिंप्लीफाई हो जाता है क्योंकि टर्म जो है वो मल्टीपल नंबर मतलब 2 टाइम्स बढ़ जाएंगे. यहाँ पे आप उसको चेंज करते हो तो वो दोनों एक साथ आ जाते हैं, दोनों इंटीग्रल्स. ओके, एक एग्जांपल हम लास्ट में अगर चाहिएगा तो करके भी देखेंगे जिसमें हम नहीं चेंज करेंगे, हम इंडिविजुअली दोनों इंटीग्रल्स को सेम सिंपली सोल्व करेंगे और फिर लिमिट्स उसी के हिसाब से 0 से लेके -5 डाल देंगे, वो भी सेम आएगा लास्ट में. तो अगेन इन दिस फर्स्ट एक्सप्रेशन इफ आई चेंज x to -x dx will be changed to minus dx, and limits will change from 0 will remain 0 and minus pi will remain pi. So this bn will become 1 over pi to 0 minus of minus x. Now I am just replacing sine n minus x and minus dx plus 1 over pi 0 to pi x sine nx dx. Now in this case you have to carefully see the negative signs. This negative, this expression will be plus x. This will be, the second term will become minus sine nx, because sine minus theta is equal to minus sine theta, and minus dx. Okay, and second term as it is. Again this minus and minus will become plus. It will be 1 over pi from pi to 0 x sine nx dx plus second term as it is. Now I can reverse these limits and I can take a negative sign. It will be minus 1 over pi. It will be minus 1 over pi from 0 to pi x sine nx dx plus 1 over pi plus 1 over pi 0 to pi x sine nx dx will be equal to, if I can see, the first expression is negation of the second integral. So simply the value of bn will become 0. Now in starting of this question, I have shown you graphically, you can see that function was a even function. That function was a even function. So, and for even function, bn will always be 0. However, we have solved the value for bn and we came to know that the value of bn is coming to be 0. But if you explain in language that this function is an even function, there is no need to calculate the value of bn, then also it is fine. Yes, boliye.
Sir, can you go back to last page?
Last page.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we have values of a naught, an, and bn. I can construct a Fourier series expansion for the given function. Fx will become, a naught was pi, so the first term will become pi by 2. So it was a by 2. Value of an was minus 4 by n square pi. Okay, and it will be cos nx and summation. N. So I can simply write this thing as, okay, and for even it was valid only for odd n. For even n's, this whole coefficient will go to 0. So I can simply expand this as pi by 2 minus, okay, 4 by pi I am taking outside, 4 by pi, and inside it is valid only for odd n's. That means cos x by 1 square plus cos 3x by 3 square plus cos 5x by 5 square, and so on. Okay, so it's very simple now. If you are asked to solve for any identity, you can see what values of this function will be appropriate, what values of x will be appropriate for solving a particular आइडेंटिटी, बट इस क्वेश्चन में अभी नहीं पूछा था कुछ। Okay, so this was our Fourier series expansion for a triangular wave. If you construct, if you superimpose all these cosine waves, cos x, cos 3x, cos 5x in with these parameters, then surely you will get a triangular wave in this range from minus pi to pi. Okay. So our next problem is, we have to see the Fourier series expansion for output of a half wave rectifier. Output of a half wave rectifier. Till now, from physics point of view, we have obtained Fourier series expansion for square wave, for sawtooth wave, for triangular wave. Now we will be seeing half wave and full wave rectifier outputs as a term, so as a expansion in how they will expand in Fourier series. So for half wave rectifier, the function which defines the output, you can say, is something like this. Let's say it is 0 and it is sin x in the ranges like this. From minus pi to 0, it is 0, and from 0 to pi, it is equal to sin x. So if I plot this function, it will be very simple. Let's say this is minus pi, this is pi, and this is 2 pi, this is minus 3 pi. Again, this function is defined with the periodicity is 2 pi. So from minus pi to 0, you can see that the function is 0. The function is 0 for minus pi to 0, and from 0 to pi, it is equal to sin x. So it will be, how it will become, 0 to pi, it will become sin x. So it will be something like this, where it will attain a positive plus 1 value at pi by 2. And as this function is defined in the periodicity of 2 pi, so again this function will be from pi to 2 pi, it will be 0, and from minus pi to 2 pi, it will be something like this. So as you can see that this definition of function is giving us the output of a half wave rectifier. So if we solve a series expansion of this function, then we can obtain this half wave rectifier output in terms of trigonometric functions, in terms of sinusoidal functions or cosine functions, trigonometric functions basically. So if I try to find value of first Fourier coefficient a naught with taking this function, this will become 1 over pi in both the ranges. From minus pi to 0, function is 0, so integral will also be 0, plus 1 over pi from 0 to pi, function is sin x dx. As simple as that. First integral will be 0, and second integral I can simply see it will give me minus cos x in the limits pi to 0. So it will be 1 over pi minus cos pi minus cos 0. Okay, it will be
plus cos 0.
plus cos 0. कुछ गड़बड़ किया क्या हमने? ओके, सिंपल रखते हैं इसको, माइनस आउटसाइड मैंने बाहर ले लिया, माइनस कॉमन, और अब इसको प्लस cos पाई माइनस cos 0 रख लिया। नेगेटिव को मैंने बाहर ही कॉमन ले लिया, So it will become plus cos pi and minus cos 0. So cos pi is minus 1, will become minus 1 over pi. Cos pi will become minus 1 and cos 0 is 1. So it will become 2 over pi. Minus 2 into minus 1 will be plus 2, 2 over pi. So my value of a naught is 2 over pi for this function. Okay. So, and now in this case, you have to see very carefully how I will calculate the value of a. This question generally they ask in exam, either sine half wave or full wave. Okay. So my 1 over pi an will become 1 over pi in the limits minus pi to pi fx cos nx dx. And if I expand this, the function is 0 in the limits from minus pi to 0. So it will become 1 over pi. Okay, लिख लेते हैं minus pi to 0, 0 cos nx dx plus 1 over pi 0 to pi sin x cos nx dx. Okay, sin x cos nx dx. First integral will become 0 as the function was 0. So the second integral will remain in the equation, will remain in the picture, and it is 0 to pi sin x cos nx dx. Now I will solve this expression. I have to solve this integral. See, what I will do is I will do an is equal to 1 over pi 0 to pi cos nx. I can write this cos nx first and sin x later on, so that this formula becomes cos a sin b, cos a sin b, and it will become cos a sin b formula. If you recall, it will become 1 over pi, okay, integral 0 to pi, it will become 1 by 2 of sin cos a sin b. Cos a sin b can be expressed as sin a plus b n plus 1 x minus sin a minus b, that will be n minus 1 x dx. Okay, so this I have applied here. I have applied formula for cos a sin b is equal to 1 over 2 sin a plus b minus sin a minus b. I can also apply formula for sin a cos b. उसमें प्लस आ जाता है sin a minus b और प्लस वो भी कर सकते थे, बट मेरे को इसमें सिंप्लीफिकेशन ज्यादा नजर आ रही है आगे, इसलिए मैंने ये अप्लाई किया. वो भी आप लगा सकते हैं अगर आपने इसको sin a cos b का फॉर्मूला लगाना है. ओके, so now our integral is becoming this one. So if I integrate this expressions, it will be 1 over 2 pi, 2 I am taking outside, 1 over 2 pi integral of 0 to pi sin n plus 1x dx minus 1 over 2 pi 0 to pi sin n minus 1 x dx. Okay, so it is up till this point. This is very simple till now. Now we will integrate these sine functions 1 over 2 pi 0 to pi. Okay, now if I am integrating this, it will become minus cos n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 plus okay, इतना छोड़ देते हैं अभी के लिए. For second expression, minus 1 over 2 pi. For second integral, it will be minus cos n minus 1 divided by n minus 1 in the limits pi to 0. Okay. So, if you can see from this minus minus on second expression, this minus minus will become plus, and from first expression a negative will come outside. Okay, so my an will become, I am taking this 2 pi from both the expression common. It will be 1 over 2 pi minus, okay, minus cos n plus 1 by n, minus cos n plus 1 by n plus 1 from pi to 0. Similarly, this will be plus now, and it will be cos n minus 1 upon n minus 1. Okay, this will be plus cos n minus 1 x upon n minus 1, and both we have to insert limits. Okay, so if I insert the limit, upper limit and lower limit in this expression, an 1 over 2 pi, it will become minus cos n plus 1 pi upon n plus 1, and it will be plus cos 0, right? It will be plus cos 0 if I am right. That will be plus 1. Similarly, in this case also it will be cos n minus 1 pi n minus 1, and it will be minus cos 0. Cos 0 will be plus 1. Right? Okay. So now what I have to do is, this cos n plus 1 pi I can write as cos n plus 1 pi, I can write as minus 1 raised to the power n plus 1. And this cos n minus 1 pi I can write as minus 1 raised to the power n minus 1. But I don't want to write this cos n minus 1 pi to equal to minus 1 raised to the power n minus 1. I can write, instead of, what I will do is, I will multiply this with 1 square. Can I do that? I can multiply anything with 1, it will remain same. And if I see, it will become minus 1 raised to the power n plus 1. So what I am trying to say is, for simplification, I can write my cos n minus 1 pi is equal to minus 1 raised to the power n plus 1 also. From simple formula, it should be cos n minus 1 pi should be equal to minus 1 raised to the power n minus 1. But for simplification, I want to write my cos n minus 1 pi is equal to minus 1 raised to the power n plus 1. And this is happening because if you look deep into this expression, this is happening because cos has periodicity of 2 pi. Okay, because this cos n minus 1 pi as this cos n minus 1 pi can be written as cos n pi minus pi, and this term will be same as cos n pi minus pi plus 2 pi, because cos has periodicity of 2 pi, right? For example, cos theta, whatever the value of cos theta is, the value of cos theta plus 2 pi will be same. That's why I am saying this cos n minus 1 pi will be equal to whatever the value of n, the value of cos n minus 1 pi will be equal to cos n plus 1 pi, right? So I have to use this logic. I have to use this logic in this type of solutions. And now if I write this an will become simply 1 over 2 pi minus 1 raised to the power n plus 1 plus 1 divided by n plus 1 plus this cos n minus pi. Now I will write as minus 1 raised to the power n plus 1 minus 1 divided by n minus 1. This thing you have to understand that cos n minus 1 pi I am writing as minus 1 raised to the power n plus 1. If you write this thing minus 1 raised to the power n minus 1, then we cannot simplify this expression. However, you can simply, what you can simply do is, if you are forgetting this step, then what you can do is you can simply insert the values of n and you can calculate the values of a1, a2, a3, a4 manually. In that case, if you are forgetting this step, if you are writing minus 1 raised to the power n minus 1, then you cannot club these things. Okay, then in that case, the simplest method is you should simplify a1, a2, a3. You should calculate a1, a2, a3 manually. Okay, now what I can do is, from this expression I can simply take a negative sign common from the second term. Okay, this can be written as 1 over 2 pi. ओके, फर्स्ट से भी माइनस ले सकते हैं, फर्स्ट से ले रहा हूं मैं. फर्स्ट माइनस 1 रेज टू द पावर, इट विल बिकम माइनस 1 रेज टू द पावर n plus 1 minus 1 डिवाइड बाय n plus 1 प्लस minus 1 रेज टू द पावर n plus 1 minus 1 डिवाइड बाय n minus 1. Now you can see from this expression I can take this minus n plus 1 minus 1 and this minus n plus 1 minus 1 common from both the expression and it will become, इसी के लिए मैंने वो सब इतना एक्सप्लेन किया है कि मैं इसको कॉमन ले सकूं. माइनस 1 ओवर पाई minus 1 raised to the power n plus 1 minus 1 and it will become minus 1 upon n plus 1 plus 1 over n minus 1. Okay, it will become this. Okay, so now I have to see Okay, this an will now become 1 over 2 pi minus 1 raised to the power n plus 1 minus 1, n plus 1 n minus 1, and the second term was 1 upon n minus 1 minus 1 upon n plus 1. Now you can simplify the second expression. It will be 1 over 2 pi minus 1 raised to the power n plus 1 minus 1. If I take this n square minus 1, it will become n plus 1 minus n plus 1. Okay, so this will become 2 over, okay, 2 से 2 कैंसिल हो जाएगा, जो पीछे वाला 2 आएगा. It will become 1 over pi minus 1 raised to the power n plus 1 minus 1, and it will be 1 over n square minus 1. 1 over n square minus 1. ओके, इससे पहले कोई नेगेटिव साइन बाहर कॉमन रखा था हमने. Okay, it was 0 to pi. This was minus cos. We have counted. Okay. Minus 1 upon n plus 1. n plus n minus 1. Okay, वो यहाँ पे ही था. Okay, ठीक है. So my value will become, in this case, the value will become an is equal to 1 over pi into n square minus 1 and minus 1 raised to the power n plus 1 minus 1. Now again I can define the value of an for odd n and even n. For odd n, for even n. For even n, it will become, for even n, it will become minus 2 over pi n square minus 1 for even n. And for odd n, it will become 0. So this will be my result for an. Okay. Similarly, I can also find the value for bn.
Hello, sir.
I think इसमें नेगेटिव नहीं आना चाहिए. एक ना मैं चेक करता हूँ. This an was 1 over 2 pi. 1 over 2 pi क्यों आया था? Okay, because of this sin a cos a sin b. Okay, this was 1 over 2 pi, and then it was sin n plus 1 and sin n minus 1. Okay, then we have taken the integration of sine which was cos. Okay, cos, and it was plus. Okay. Okay. So this was minus, this was plus. Then I have inserted the value. Okay. You can see. See, what we have done wrong is we should have taken a negative from these terms. Okay, I will rewrite this whole term. For this term, I am taking a negative term outside, and it will become plus, it will become minus, because we are confusing the lower limit with this. Now, if I take minus outside, then it will be cos n plus 1 pi minus cos 0. Okay, this will become minus now. Okay, let's do this. This will become minus now. This will become minus now. And for this negative, for a whole this thing, cos n minus 1 minus 1. This one is fine. Okay. Now I have taken a negative side outside. Now it will be correct. Now I can see this will be plus, and this will be a minus, and this will be a minus again. Okay. Okay. And if I take out the common, the second step I can directly, I think we can miss. It's not required now. Taking negative outside common is not required now. I can directly take this plus minus 1 raised to the power n plus 1 minus 1 and this term outside. So this will become this. This I am numerator I am taking common, and this denominator thing, this will be plus 1 and this will be minus 1. This will be minus now because of this minus. This will be minus 1 upon n minus 1. Right? So if I now I have a negative outside. So if I solve this, the next it will be a negative outside, and 1 over n plus 1, 1 over n plus 1 minus 1 over n minus 1. Okay, it will be 1 over n plus 1 minus 1 over n minus 1. Okay. And it will be n minus 1 minus n minus 1 again, n minus 1 again, and a negative outside, of course. अभी ठीक है, n square minus 1 n minus 1 minus n minus 1. Okay, so this will become 1 over pi okay, this will become minus 1 over 2 pi minus 1 raised to the power n plus 1 minus 1, and it will become minus 2 over n square minus 1. Okay, so it will again become 1 over pi n square minus 1 minus 1 raised to the power n plus 1 minus 1. Okay, so it is coming the same way. अगर उससे वहां से भी कॉमन लेते हैं तो हमने सही किया था उस टाइम पे. ओके तो ये अभी भी वैसा ही आ रहा है. So the thing is, okay, yes. So for n is even, it should be -2. तो था पहले भी ठीक था, अभी भी ठीक है. Okay. But from this point you can see, from this thing you can see, this coefficient an cannot be described when n is equal to 1. When n is equal to 1. So we have to find, for n is equal to 1, this cannot be described. So that for that we have to find that manually. How we can find a1? I can simply insert my function from 0 to pi. From minus pi to 0 it was 0, but from 0 to pi it was sine x. And if I insert n is equal to 1 for calculating a1, sine nx will become sine x dx. Okay, right? So this will become, oh sorry, for calculating an, it must be cos x. It must be cos x. So sin x cos x will become, a naught will become 0 to pi. Sin x cos x will become sin 2x. Okay, 1 over pi. And it is also 1 over pi. Sin 2x by 2 dx. And you can see, okay, a1 का वैल्यू है 1 over 2 pi integration of sin 2x dx 0 to pi. 1 over 2 pi, it will be cos 2x by 2 minus cos 2x by 2, and it will be pi to 0. And it will be 1 over 2 pi minus cos 2 pi minus cos 0. Okay. And divide by 2. Minus cos 2 pi minus cos 0. Minus cos 2 pi is minus cos 0. Right?
Sir, it will be plus cos 0.
Okay. Yes, it will be plus cos 0. So cos 2 pi is equivalent to cos 0. So both have values 1 and 1. So it will be minus 1 and plus 1, it will be 0. So yes, a1 is coming to be 0. And an was minus 2 over pi n square minus 1. Minus 2 over pi n square minus 1. And an was 0 for odd n. Okay. So these are the values for an. Now, if you try to find value of bn, that will be simple actually, because see, bn will become 1 over pi from minus pi to 0 from minus pi to 0 0 sin nx dx plus 1 over pi from 0 to pi sin x sin nx dx. This term will be 0. Only the second integral will remain. It will be 1 over pi. Now I have to insert the formula sin A sin B equal to half of cos A minus B, half of cos A minus B minus cos A plus. Okay. So this will become I am taking this as A, this is B. This will become integral 0 to pi cos n minus 1 x n minus 1 x minus cos n plus 1 x. Okay. So if I integrate these both expressions, it will be 1 over pi. Integration of cos will be sin n minus 1 x upon n minus 1 in the limits pi to 0 minus sin n plus 1 x upon n plus 1 in the limits pi to 0. Okay. So I can see that.
2 will also be in denominator now.
Yes. Oh, sorry. It should be a 1 over 2 pi. I am taking 2 outside. But you can see these all the terms, these both expressions will 0 at both pi as well as 0. Because we have sin n minus 1 pi and sin n plus 1 pi both will be 0 at pi equal to x equal to pi and 0. Okay. But you have to see for this term, for first expression will not go to 0 at n is equal to 1, but it will become infinite at n is equal to 1. Okay. For n is equal to 1, bn cannot be defined. So what we will do is we can simply find the value of b individually. This b1 will become now 1 over pi from 0 to pi sin x, and sin nx, if I insert n is equal to 1, it again will become sin x dx. Okay. Okay. So this I can see this will be 1 over pi. This will be 1 over pi integral 0 to pi sin square x dx. Okay. Sin square x dx. So if I insert, okay, b1 is 1 over pi 0 to pi sin square x dx. So I can simply write this as 0 to pi 1 minus cos 2x by 2 dx, and it will be 1, b1 will be equal to 1 over 2 pi 1. Okay, I should integrate this as well. 1 minus cos 2x next step में कर लेंगे. 1 minus cos 2x dx in limits pi to 0 integral. So this b1 will become 1 over 2 pi x pi to 0 minus sine 2x by 2 pi to 0. This term will again go to 0, as at both the limits sine function will become 0. But this term, this will give us a pi. b1 will become 1 by 2 pi into pi. So value of b1 will become half. Now we have all the values of an, bn and a1, b1 individually. So my Fourier series expansion for that function will become
Sir,
fx is equal to, yes,
sir, can you please explain once again why we are calculating B1?
why we are
Calculating B1, sir, when Bn
okay.
is coming 0.
Okay. See, in this bn, in this expression of bn, all the terms are going to 0, because for these expressions sine n minus 1x and sine n plus 1x, if we insert both the limits pi and 0, they will give us 0. There is not a problem. But you can see at n is equal to 1, at n is equal to 1, this numerator is going to be 0. That is fine. But denominator is also going to be 0. So this bn is actually having 0 by 0 form. This bn is actually having 0 by 0 form. So for n is equal to 1, bn cannot be defined, bn cannot be calculated. So we will calculate the value of b1 manually by inserting the value of n is equal to 1 in the ab initio formula, in the starting formula. And for next n values, the whole bn is going to be 0. Is my screen okay? Abhi theek aaya hai na? So this bn, you can see, if I insert n is equal to 1, the denominator of this first expression will go to infinity. That's why we have to calculate the value of b1 manually. Okay. So this fx will become now 1 over pi नहीं, value of a naught was, value a naught का क्या value आया था इसमें, value of a naught was 2 by pi. Value of a naught by was 2 by pi.
Sir, in the expansion of bn, cost term will also come now.
In the extension of
Bn, cost term, sin n minus 1 x upon n minus 1, then again minus cos n minus 1 upon n minus 1, and x will be 1.
why? In this screen you are saying na, in the expression of bn you are saying,
Yes, sir.
nahi, what you are saying?
सर यहाँ पे साइन n माइनस 1 x अपॉन n माइनस 1, देन एक टर्म और आएगी ना कोस की, जहाँ पे x का डेरिवेटिव करेंगे 1 आ जाएगा, और कोस साइन का अगेन
ऐसे कैसे आता है? वो आप चेन रूल लगा रहे हो. चेन रूल तो उसमें थोड़ी ना लगता था, वो तो उसमें लगता था जब x दो फंक्शंस होते हैं साथ में, x cos x होता है, x cos nx होता है. ये तो सिंपल कोस टर्म है, ये तो सिंपल सिंगल आर्गुमेंट,
ओके सर,
सिंगल
ओके सर,
आर्गुमेंट, सिंपल इंटीग्रेशन हो जाएगा, कोई इशू नहीं होगा.
ओके सर, वो कंफ्यूज हो गया था थोड़ा सा.
So this a naught was your 2 over pi. Value of a naught was 2 over pi. So it will become, in final expression it will become 1 over pi, because in final expression we have to take a naught by 2 plus the value of A1. वैल्यू ऑफ an. A1 का वैल्यू क्या आया था? हाँ, A1 का वैल्यू 0 आया था और an का वैल्यू इस टाइप से आया था. A1 was 0, so there was no first cos x term. So it will become A1 was 0 and an was minus 2 by n square minus 1 pi, right? So this will become, if I take minus 2 by pi common, minus 2 by pi common, integral cos nx by n square minus 1. Okay, and plus for the value of bn, you have seen that all the values of bn are 0 except value of b1, which was equal to 1 by 2. bn were 0 and b1 was 1 by 2. So it will be plus 1 by 2, the value of b1, and sine x, simply sine x. So this will be my series expansion for this function. The value of a0, value of a1, an, and bn, b1. If I insert, then this will be my series expansion. So if I rewrite it, it will be 1 over pi plus 1 by 2 sine x minus 2 over pi cos. Now this will not be applicable for n is equal to 1. It will start from n is equal to 2. It will start from n is equal to 2 because a1 was 0, we have calculated manually. So it will be cos 2x, n square minus 1 will be, for n is equal to 2, n square minus 1 will be equal to, okay, you can write either 2 square minus 1, इस तरह से भी लिख सकते हैं, plus cos 3x upon 3 square minus 1, and so on. Okay, so this will be my series expansion of half wave rectifier, right? Similarly, we also have to do for full wave rectifier, but for that you have to remember this expression, that I will be using the same expression that we have seen. Okay, for an we have derived, if an is coming to be in this form, I can take this an. If I have integral 1 over pi 0 to pi sin x cos nx dx, then this integral will ultimately give me this value. Okay, that integral will ultimately give me this value, which I will be using in full wave rectifier directly. These 2 pages you have to will remain same for that derivation. Okay, that we will do in next class. Actually ये थोड़ा बड़ा है पार्ट इसका हाफ वेव ना, फुल वेव भी बड़ा है इससे.
Okay, yes.